Hey y'all, it's American Mom. We're ready to start season 5. Season 4 had me on the edge of my seat most of the time. Even if not physically on the edge of my seat, like in my mind, I was there. I was like, and then all these cluster farts happening, right? Little shots, a little bit of crying, a lot of crying, back flashes, sideways flashes, like a lot was going on that we had not had in the other seasons. So, I don't know what's going to be in store for me from now on, but I need to be prepared. I need to put my detective skills, my doctor, scientist, psychic skills into play. I need to harness my powers and figure out what's going on. Because we just left off with Benjamin visiting Jack at that coffin that we've seen Jack go, at. And Kate's like, I ain't going to see Jeremy Bentham. So then we know Jeremy's in the coffin. And I'm like, I need to see who it is. And it's John Locke. Why is he Jeremy? Is it like when Michael became Kevin Johnson? But why? And then it made me think of when Hurley said too, like, when was he talking to Walt or somebody else? And he goes, yeah, Jeremy, but they said it was a suicide. I don't know. I think he was probably murdered. I think Benjamin knows exactly what happened. But anyway, we left off with Benjamin telling Jack, y'all never should have left. You have to go back, not just you, all of you. And then he pointed at Locke, Jeremy, also, and said him too. So that's where we're picking up from. Not a lot to digest or process at all. So I guess I'm ready. And y'all are in this with me. Get your drinks out. If you don't have them out yet, you want to hit pause, go ahead. But we're doing this. All right, let's do this. 8:15. Just like on Once Upon a Time.
Let's go, I don't have all day.
Oh, this is the guy that makes the boring videos.
Okay, Dharma orientation film number 2, take 1.
I hate your work. It's boring as hell.
And action.
Chamber about 20 meters in, behind the rock. There's something in there.
He sees the wheel. He knows.
And the only way to get to it is to lay charges here and here. Blast through and take a
Under
look.
no circumstances. If you drill even 1 centimeter further, you risk releasing that energy. If that were to happen, God help us all.
Well, someone does drill through it. What happened?
Watch yourself.
Sorry, sir. It won't happen again.
That's McFly. I can tell.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
I'll grab the rest of this stuff. Let's go.
Yes.
Time travel. How stupid does that guy think we are?
Oh, that's right up his alley. He's like a kid in a candy shop. They have put him in this candy store and they've said, don't touch anything. Really? He messes with it. Right? And that's why it is the way it is?
How did all this happen?
That's what I'd like to know.
It happened because you left Jack.
The name of the episode.
And Kate, of course. I don't see that
You
happening.
don't have to drug her. What am I talking about? Gosh. Kidnapping? Where'd it move to? Tell me.
Then I guess we'll never know.
He knows. 3 years earlier? I'm gonna try not to pull so much on my face. I didn't realize I did that so much.
Richard?
Richard!
We must have been inside the radius.
What? You can still see the island? What?
Why is our camp gone? Your camp isn't gone. It hasn't been built yet.
See? Farkage. Farkage. word. Just thought of it. Farkage is happening.
May we have a moment of your time?
Mm-mm. And who are you?
He's my associate. We're here to get a blood sample from you and one from your son, Aaron.
Excuse me?
If you won't comply, then I'm going to have to come back with the sheriff.
Then come back with the sheriff.
Yeah. Who wants to know? It's somebody that knows that the Kate that was wanted wasn't pregnant, 6 months pregnant when she got on the plane. Oh, we're running again, and now with the baby. Take all his favorite toys. Take a picture of Jack.
You have no idea how difficult that would be for me to try to explain this phenomenon to a quantum physicist. That would be difficult. So for me to try to explain whatever's happening.
Oi! So that's why our camp is gone. Because the island is moving through time?
Yeah, either the island is or we are.
Is this why Richard never aged?
And everyone in your group, you're all accounted for, right?
Hell. That is not the plane that Echo's brother's in. We're going back that far?
Is anyone there?
Gosh, we've done this before. Except that. Ew.
Hey!
Who shot you?
Who are you?
Ethan.
Your name is Ethan. Who are you? My name is John Locke. I know this is going to be hard to understand, but Ben Linus appointed me as your leader.
What's that noise? Is it moving? Did it move again? Did her dad do this?
Save your breath. They only do what I tell them.
I hate you.
You mentioned that you and I had common interests.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell me exactly what they might be?
To kill Benjamin Linus.
If you ever have the misfortune of running into him, whatever he tells you, just do the opposite.
Oh, I will. Ah.
Wait here.
Y'all, the ponytail's not even in. He doesn't need it anymore. Hurley, he's been tranquilized. Get him, Hurley. Oh! He's gonna throw him on them knives. I don't even know this man. He's gonna throw him on them knives. Mother Tucker. That hurt. Blood on him, holding a gun, picture. Y'all gotta go to the island.
Never should have left that island.
The hatch.
Is this the hatch?
It was. Blown up, just like we left it.
Okay.
I know what's happening.
So how can we stop it?
We can't stop it.
Then who can?
Locke. That's Richard. I'm just saying. I just think it's Richard because he's always around.
Richard, how did you know there was a bullet in my leg, Richard?
Because you told me there was, John.
No, I didn't.
Well, you will. Next time we see each other, I'm not going to recognize you. All right? You give me this. All right.
What is it?
It's a compass. The only way to save the island, John, is to get your people back here. The ones who left.
Jack, Kate. The chopper was headed for the boat. The
No,
boat.
they're fine, John, and they're already home. So you have to convince them to come back.
How am I supposed to do that?
You're gonna have to die, John.
Okay. Pause. Pause. I just got through talking about before this season started how much last season was fucking with my mind, right? Now we're doing the time travel thing, but since the island has moved. And it didn't just move the one time. This can happen anytime, over and over. You can be and have a camp 1 minute and then it hasn't been built the next. Then you're in the future. This is why Richard doesn't age. Richard is Jacob. I don't think I've said he's Jacob yet. I'm going to be right one of these times. Why is it, though, just now, Richard said, the next time I see, he already knows what's going to happen. He said, the next time I see you, John, I'm not going to recognize you, so give me this. The compass. Okay. Daniel did this same kind of thing with Desmond when he realized Desmond was going through these flash things. Remember? Is John going through this because he was down in the hatch as well? Desmond did the failsafe, but John was down there. Echo was too, but Echo's dead. Is that why he's experiencing some of this? Okay, and then like at the beginning, when we first started, first scene or two, the boring doctor that does all the videos, someone charged in and was like, you know, emergency, emergency. And that's when they found like behind that wall was this time travel thing and we could see the wheel. McFly was there then. The same age. Hasn't aged a bit either. He's been there for a long time. Daniel and Richard and Benjamin, they've all been there. They know what's going on. But they're all like, I don't have time to tell you right now. You wouldn't understand it. No, of course not. The sky goes white and then our camp's gone, our food's gone, it's, you know, the boat's gone. What's happening? Sawyer, Juliet, they're asking the same thing. They're like, let's go back to the beach. Maybe the helicopter hasn't even taken off yet. And it's like, no, you can't. It's taken off. Things that have happened have happened. That's it. So you can't change the past. Even if you go back in the past, you have to leave it. Okay, I'm farking myself up again just thinking about it. I want to jump ahead to this last scene again real quick. Did Richard just say, after he gave him the compass, and that the next time he saw him, he wouldn't recognize him, did he say, you have to get everybody back here on the island? And then John said, how am I going to do that? And he said, you're going to have to die? So this is what I'm trying to get at. He's dead right now. Okay, he's going to die or something. He gets back to the States. His name is Jeremy Bentham because he can't be John Locke from Oceanic 815. But if they return him, if they take him and all of them return back to the island, is John Locke going to come back to life? Do you understand why my head hurts? I mean, if I would have mentioned this in season 1 or 2, I would have thought, you can't think crazy thoughts like that, Michelle. Don't go crazy. Don't be irrational. But right now, like, I'm being serious. Like, this is a possibility. I bet they'll take that coffin back to the island whenever that happens, and then Locke, Jeremy, whatever, will be back alive. Maybe he'll be Jacob. I don't know. All right, let's go back. He's treated you in the future and it's before it was found. I can't think straight. I'm right, aren't I?
The hatch. It's back.
Wait.
Open the damn door!
It won't work.
Sure it will. You open up! It's a ghost of Christmas future!
No one is gonna answer.
Everybody I care about just blew up on you.
You don't know that well. Jen did.
I know what I can't change.
Kate's okay, Sawyer.
What? What's the matter?
What's happening?
Oh, I haven't had a nosebleed since I was little.
She was born on the island. What happens to her?
Dan, I'm fine.
No.
Yeah, no. You're, of course, you're fine.
He knows something.
No, sight of blood is,
Her brain's doing
Good thing
something.
you're a physicist then, isn't it? Shall we?
Please, let this...
Oh, he's hoping Desmond's in there. Desmond is his constant. But he knows who he is. Wait.
Whoa.
It is Desmond, it is.
Okay, listen to me.
Yeah.
Listen. If the helicopter somehow made it off the island, if you got home...
What helicopter? What are you talking
Listen, I
about?
need you to
Listen.
listen, or people are gonna die. My name is Daniel Faraday. And right now, me and everyone else you left behind, we're in serious danger. You're the only person who can help us. I need you to go back to Oxford University. Go back to where we met. I need you to go there and find my mother. Her name...
Is this before we went to the island or after? Where are we?
What's on the island?
Been off the island for 3 years now.
We're leaving.
Leaving to go where?
To the island.
Oxford.
Oh. Yeah. Oh. I got out some thoughts earlier when I paused it, and to be honest, I'm still none the wiser. Except this end part, I want to know what's happening with Charlotte. Daniel reached out and was hoping Desmond was in there. He needed to tell Desmond, because he's special and because he has done this travel thing before, he told him, you know, when y'all took off, like, those that were left behind, like, we're in trouble. I thought he was going to tell Penny we need to go back to the island, but he remembered Oxford. McFly said, go back to Oxford, and then he was, like, telling him all this other stuff, and the sky was going, so we didn't catch all of it, but is Penny going with him? Can Penny, well, I guess maybe Penny can, I don't know where she can go. I was going to say she probably can't go to the island, but she can probably go to Oxford with them. But Daniel will still be like teaching there. What is happening? I already feel like I need a nap, and I've only seen one episode today. Good start to season 5, but I've got to see more to make, you know, to put all this together, because that right there was just, we were going back and forth so much. I'm dizzy. So we're going to press on. All right. Thank y'all for watching this with me. Until the next video and the next time. Bye.